What's up, guys? One Mega Man fan coming at you live. We have some NGS action again. We had our first game a little bit earlier. Definitely check out the VOD or check out on YouTube tomorrow. That game was a great two-game series. Coming up, we are going to have Hakuna Shimada versus the Reborn Knights Red. We are just waiting on a couple more members to jump into the lobby here. And as soon as they get in here, we'll be able to rock and roll with game number one. Looks like looks like we got most of the players in here. Actually, looks like we have all the players in here. I'm just waiting for the readies from them, and as soon as we have that, we'll get started with the first game. Wait, West? It should be Central. Hold on, they're debating the server. Okay. Yeah, they're just getting the server worked out here, guys, real quick, making sure we're on the right one. We're still seeing if we get the ready, guys. As soon as I get that ready, we'll get rocking and rolling here with this game. We got one ready. I'm waiting for the second ready, guys. The suspense is killing me here. I'm excited to get started with this game. Oh, God. DK. Alright. If I get it ready for the other team, I'm going to just start as soon as I get it. They're having a great chat in here. Yeah. Guys. No, ready. Okay. Alright, guys, we're starting the game. He said ready. No, you give me the offer starting. Alright, guys, game number one here. Hold on. You guys, hold on. I think we're good. I think. Hold on. They haven't yelled at me yet. They'll say something if they want to. Okay, guys. Draft for game number one here. We are going to have the Knights with the first pick and ban. Map is going to be Dragonshire for game one. Game two will be Infernal Shrines. The bans were Cursed Hollow by Hakuna Shimada. They banned out Cursed Hollow, and then BOE was banned by the Knights. Genji and Urel both off the table here. Neither team wanting to mess with those heroes. So going to pull them right on out here. They didn't yell at me in chat, so I'm assuming we're okay. Decker King getting banned out now. That's going to be the second ban for the Knights. Removing a support that they do not want to deal with. And then ban here for the side of Hakuna Shimada. We'll see what they decide to ban in the second spot here. They're here to White Mane. I think that's a solid choice. Removing White Mane from the game. First pick over to the Knights. We'll see if they want to prioritize the support here, as there are already a couple off the board, or if they prefer to prioritize a tank, which has been their leaning in the past. They usually try to grab a tank in the first rotation, typically when we see them. So we'll see if they continue with that in this first pick spot. They're going with Asmo. The Fat Man is coming out here to play. Gonna dunk on some fools and get that damage out from a distance. Definitely can get stacked out here. If you get those stacks going, you can get a lot of value from Asmodeus. So definitely some great potential from the Knights out of this first pick. 1-2 slot from Hakuna, Shimada, and they are going to run down their timer almost to 0. They're going to grab the Malfurion and the Haka. Malfurion, a little bit of an odd pick to me, and not sure how I feel about that, especially in the first pick spot. He's definitely not the strongest support in the meta currently, so I feel like that's just an off pick. Murd and Stukov grabbed for the Knights here, so they will not have a solo laner picked up, which means we may see a solo laner ban out from the side of Hakuna Shimada here in this third ban phase, or second ban phase, third ban. It's so confusing because they have the 2 bans at the front. So it feels like it should be a third ban phase, but it's just the second ban phase with the third ban. Timer running down. Gonna hit the 0 on it. Looks like they're gonna probably ban out a solo laner or DPS, and they get rid of that Phoenix. Don't want to deal with him on the other side. Don't want to pick him up for themselves in that 3-4 spot. Ban now from the Knights, most likely. We will see a tank banned out by them. You know, my first leaning would not be Garrow. Should actually be Stitches, seeing the Malfurion. Usually try to pair them together. Otherwise, I can't really give a good reason to grab the Malfurion. I guess they prefer it over the Rhaegar or the Alexstrasza, or even the Stukov for that matter, as Stukov was available when they grabbed him. Just their preference here. Gonna go ahead and have the timer running down again for these picks. Johanna Greymane. So they're going to remove some blinds here by grabbing that Johanna. Solid tank in that rotation. Able to get out of things. Does have that iron skin to go ahead and pop. Get that unstoppable and walk away from pretty much anything that the Knights throw at her. Greymane, great dive DPS. Goes well to the Haka. The Haka gets a tongue. Gives the Greymane the okay to go in and try to get a pick. Cassia coming out here from the Knights, along with the Sonya. 2 popular picks for them. They do like to grab that Cassia quite often. Last pick here for the side of Hakuna Shimada. We'll see what they decide to grab in this spot. They're going to have a lot of options here. They really, they can go with pretty much whatever they want. I would assume they're going to go with more of a DPS.
The hunt is on.
And they're going to grab Lunara. So that's going to be the choice for them. Guys, we're going to go ahead and get the teams loaded in here into my system. Once they're all loaded in, we'll be able to rock and roll with game number 1 on Dragonshire. I'm excited. This should be good. This is why I need a co-caster, because it definitely helps while I'm trying to fill in all these names. Got to make it look all pretty here. All right, guys, we got everything locked and loaded in here. Just waiting on the screen to load, and as soon as that does, which it has, we will get game number 1 on the way, guys. This should be a good one. Root for your team. Who do you think has it here? The Knights or Hakuna Shimada? On the right in the red, we are going to have Reborn Knights red. Arcane Ninja on that Sonya. Stock, a.k.a. Stoctagon on that Stukov. Rise on that Asmodean. Danbo on that Murden, and Stamop on that Cassia. On the left in the blue, we are going to have Noah on the Haka. Sam on that Malfurion. Salt is going to be on being played by Lunara. Doc is going to be on that Greymane, and Wintermute is going to be holding on the front line with that Johanna. Teams marching towards the center here, looking for a little bit of poke back and forth. As we'll start with those early on. Stamop a little far out and away from his team. Murden comes over the wall to try to help out. Dugov with the silence to help cut off that rotation, but now Danbo in trouble here. A little too far out trying to save his DPS, and that will be first blood going over to the side of Hakuna Shimada. Getting that early pressure here. And we will see the team start to rotate between the lanes here, as is tradition. Up top, we are going to see Sonya winning out so far. Nova on the Haku going to do his best to collect that essence and hold his own. Rotation set up here by the side of Hakuna Shimada, looking for some picks on a possible rotation down. Doc and Salt going to go ahead and work on this camp here. Cassie is starting to make her way over to the siege camp for the Knights. And we see the supports battling it out in the bottom lane here for a bit. Possible invasion here. Danbo gonna try to slow this rotation now from Salt on that Lunar, putting out that poison damage. Danbo with the dunk. Obviously the Hawk can come down and join this anytime he wants. There's a bush right here in the corner. And this camp is actually going to get stolen away here by the side of Hakuna Shimada. Going to get that XP and that pressure in that bottom lane. Knight's going to be forced to clean this up and then clean up the other camp that was already taken for Hakuna Shimada in this bottom lane. Channel we'd be starting. I don't think, yeah, as I say, I don't think Lunar knows she's alone. That doesn't matter because Sonya's control on top. Beautiful route by the Malfurion there. Trapping Muradin. Making sure that they can get some extra damage on him. Unfortunately, Muradin just has to walk away for a minute and will heal right back on up. Plus, you have that Stukov there to provide some extra support. And they're just slowly sieging down this lane, keeping the Giants alive as best as possible. Azmodan up in the middle, making sure the soak. Level 4 is being locked in for the teams right now. To get some damage. Use the stun from the Muradin. There's going to be the channel in favor of Hakuna Shimada. We'll see if they'll be able to get it. Danbo going to come down on the point. Salt going to step on and try to hold it for a second. Unfortunately, Johanna came in the wrong way, is going to fall here. And that will be the channel back over in favor of the Knights in the bottom lane. Up in the middle, Azmodan doing his best to continue to soak here. Sonya did have to go back, get some health and mana. So we're going to see Azmodan go ahead and come up this lane and go ahead and just try to hold it for a minute. Make sure they don't miss any soak here. Cassia did also hearth as well. In the bottom, Stock needs to be careful here. He is by himself. Gonna go ahead and back off. Give that point over. Sonya reclaiming the top point. And we will be equaled out again. Bottom, we're going to see the camp taken by the Doctor and DK Salt here. Greymane, one of the best camp takers in the game. And this will give us some additional pressure in this lane. This will definitely help them out. You can see Murder re-grabbing that point. Channel in their favor. Azmodan is actually up there. Is Rise going to get this? He will get this. So a bit of a misplay there by Hakuna Shimada. They get the Night Camp in the bottom, but the DK gets pulled over for free. Nova actually looks like burrowed down to try to stop that, but was a bit too late. And Azmodan going to slowly back up here with that Dragonite. Don't want to have it burn down too fast. It is a 4-minute Dragonite, so not going to get a ton of value out here from it. Looks like we're going to see a 1-2-2 split from the side of the Knights. 7's being locked in for both teams. And it looks like the Knights are just content to slowly poke with this DK. They want to have the wave with them. Try and get the punt onto Wintermute behind their wall. Unfortunately, not going to be able to get it there. Gonna pop the Iron Skin. Tower did fall. Azmodan going to have to back out here as the DK expires right at the same time as the health hits the 0 marker. And there will be a siege now from the Knights in this middle lane. Up top, Sonya winning very hard against Nova. Has already taken down this wall. Ninja working on the well now as well. Nice spear from Sonya there. Tongue not going to connect. Nova going to tap that well for the last time. Ninja knows this is definitely value to get rid of this well. No rotation from the side of Hakuna Shimada. They may have had a chance there. Instead, go for their night camp. I'm going to see Rise and Stock grab those Siege Giants. And Knights will continue to soak here between the lanes. Obviously, once that camp is grabbed, they will know that they may need to head towards their night camp. Continue looking for an engage here. Not going to have it, unfortunately. Murden with the stun. Peeling for his team. Stamop getting that damage in from the backline. Up top, we are going to have the 3v4. Ninja fairly low, is going to have to tap. Rise came up here on the Asmodean. Has some good wave clear. Should be able to help clean this up fairly easily. This is a 3-man push. They will have to be careful here. Ninja gets rooted, and that's going to be a dead Sonya. Went a little too far up. Forgot about those Malfurion roots. The Malfurion actually not going with... Did he go with the train? No, he did not. He actually went with the increased size on that root there. So a little more value. Kind of being locked in for both teams at pretty much the same time. We're actually going to see Leap out of the Sonya. So more aggressive play. Not going to have that Wrath to get the extra damage out.
Unleash its power.
Take quick peek at the bottom lane. There's going to be the pull-in on the Lunara. Not going to be enough. She walks away with 50 HP. Great pull there with the Valkyrie from Stamop, but unfortunately they weren't able to get the pick there. First bullet comes out onto Stock. He is blown up there by the Greymane. The Hockey came in as well too. Silence comes out. Murden going to pop that Avatar as soon as it's available, but DK gets picked up by the Knights again. So they're going to trade a Stukov for the Dragon Knight. I think that's some great value. Sonya up top by herself. Going to be able to push with that DK. The Haka did use the bro. There's going to be the tongue on the Muradin. Avatar is now down. And this team needs to be very careful with those Malfurion roots. They already saw their teammate caught out once here. Don't want to have it happen again. Sonya's starting to make the rotation now. Lunara going to go and try to defend from this DK. Root is going to come out. We'll have the door cross away. Ninja coming in the back line, does have that leap available, looking for an engage potentially here. Here's a 4v4. Lunara up in the top, dealing with that Dragon Knight. Spear in, there's going to be the root. Silence. There's going to be Twilight Dream. The big leap on the 3 members there will confirm the kill on the Malfurion, but Sonya falls in the fray. There goes the kill on the Muradin. Stock not long for this world will fall as well. That's going to be a 3-for-1 trade. And Stamop on that Cassie going to limp away. And this should be a fort surrendered in the bottom. Stamop, you are too far up, my friend. You are going to go to the graveyard. But you'll be back in 24 seconds. This will be a free fort in the bottom, negating all that work done by the DK in the top lane. They did get the wall down up in the top lane, but unfortunately that is not the value or priority lane on this map. Invasion here from the side of Hakuna Shimada with those 13s. There goes the engage from the Sonya. Muradin does get just on the point, pops the Avatar to stay alive. There's the silence. They made sure to reclaim their camp. Stormbolt does miss Nova there on the Dahaka. Ninja a little too far forward. Get a spear over the wall. They take that spear upgrade at 13 just as in time to be able to get away there. Cooldowns starting to come back for both teams for ultimates. Muradin is going to be a bit on the Avatar because he did pop it during that fight. Going to be 60 seconds on that one. Muradin rooted. Going to see the follow-up initially. Camp confirmed by the side of Hakuna Shimada, so they will have this pushing in the bottom lane. And basically, these should just get traded out. We're going to see the cleanup from both teams on the respective camps that were picked up. Sonya working on that night camp in the top right will confirm it here. You can have that extra pressure pushing down that top lane, making a little more work for that Dahaka. We should see just a bit of poke as long as no one overextends here. Asmodean rotating between lanes, making sure to get those dunks on, get those stacks on his quest. Sonya up
Destroy
top,
your
poking
enemy.
down Nova, helping push this camp up. We will see the initial channel here from the Knights. I don't think they get it as free as they did the last two times because Lunar and Greymane are guarding that point. Not going to let Asmodan have that. Ninja a little too far up here. Going to see the rotation from Doc here. First bullet going to come out. Leap is still available, so Sonya definitely can get out of this. Should have a spear available. There's going to be the spear. Does not have to use that leap. Able to save it here. Gank not successful in the bottom lane. We did see the pull on to looks like Sam here by the Valkyrie. Unfortunately, not going to be enough to get the pick. Twilight Dream did go off as well too. And it looks like Johanna used Blessed Shield also, so a lot of ults used to keep members alive here. Ninja up top needs to be careful, fairly low on health. Is going to spin the win, and this wave should bring him back up fairly quickly on HP. But the channel will go over in favor of Hakuna Shimada. Bro coming in, making this a 3v4. There's going to be the slow. Stoctagon with a big shove, sending Nova all the way back to the wall. But he is not going to make it out of that. Didn't manage to save his Murden, though. I don't think he was expecting it to go quite that far there. And 16 will be locked in for Hakuna Shimada. They will rotate up to that top lane. Going to try to claim this point. It is a 3v5. Not much the Knights can do here, but just play safe. Try to soak carefully. Murden actually headed down to that bottom point and should be able to step on it soon enough. Ninja in trouble there. Able to get away with that spear, thankfully. Just barely, though. Murden reclaiming the bottom. Does need to get out of here. Doesn't want to risk getting picked up here. We'll try to soak some XP. Try to stall us out for a bit if he can. Team is back up. They still don't have their 16s quite yet. Full rotation now on the Murden. There's going to be the root. Doc going in on that Greymane. Sonya has leap up in 10 seconds. There's going to be the big pull. Twilight Dream on the multiple members here is going to be huge from that Malfurion. Nova burrowing in on the backside. Going to go for that tongue on Stamop. Not going to connect though. Asmodan with the dunk. And Lunara did get the Dragon Knight here, so they will have the 5v5 with that DK. It will be fairly tanky. It is 12 minutes in. Stamop trying to walk away here. Taking a lot of damage. There's going to be the tongue on the Murden, and then the punt. Does he have the Dwarf Toss is the question. There's going to be the Dwarf Toss. Going to try to get a win here. Should be able to make it out. Sugab not able to connect with that ult. It's like sounded like it went off. Top lane, Sonya soaking, getting 16, pushing them closer to that level 17. They are down about a level, so having that soak in the top lane will definitely help the Knights out here. There's going to be first bullet. Danbo going to get kicked by the DK. Actually, will save him here. 16 there for the Knights. Sonya with the big flank here, looking for the leap. Is she going to go for it? Gets the spear off initially on the Salt. There's going to be the pull in. There's going to be the big Valkyrie going to connect as well too. That's going to be a kill on to Lunara. There's the leap. Connects with Nova there. And this is going to actually be able to walk away with the advantage of some of those talents picked up. Stamop going in hard, looking for the pick here on Wintermute. Down 300. Avatar pops here from Danbo. Going to take the first bullet. Asmodan with the dunk. Not going to help because the Unstoppable with the Iron Skin popped. Murden taking a lot of damage. He's going to have to back off here. And everybody will walk away okay besides Lunara. Well, unfortunately, became dinner for the Knights. Camps taken by the Knights and respectively for Hakuna Shimada. That Knight camp in the bottom will do some nice work. We are going to have a pause here real quick by one of the teams. Maybe. That works too. There we go. Nothing ever works when we need it to. Screen just decided to do its own thing and move wherever we want it, basically. That's okay. See if we can find out what's up. See if we can get some info, guys. Just bear with me. Just looks like some lag coming in for some of the players from Hakuna Shimada. I wanted to hold for a minute. See if they could get that worked out. So I do have 5 minutes or 10 minutes of pause time. If required, hopefully they won't need that long. May see a quick DC and re-see. So just pop offline, pop back in real quick. Rejoin the game. We'll take a few minutes if they decide to do that. Like I said, they do it that full 10 minutes though. Quick look at talents here. Looks like we got Greymane almost finished with that Wisdom Duelist at level 7. Almost there. Not quite. We're going to have Enhanced Agility not quite finished by the Haka. We have the readies. And there we go, guys. We'll get you back over here real quick. There we go. Sorry about that. You can see the engage from the Knights here. Gonna take away this siege camp. That'll be some extra pressure. We're gonna have the double camps in this bottom lane. This is something we frequently see in the pro scene. Get that extra pressure out.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
And there's gonna be a fort. This is gonna further the structure advantage for the Knights here. Ninja spearing right into that wall. Root gonna come out from Malfurion. Dump from Asmo gonna connect with multiple members here. And the siege is huge here from the Knights. The only thing they do not have is gonna be the leap. There's gonna be the pulling on the Doctor here. Sonya with the leap. Murden following after. There's the dunk and the double kill off of that dunk. Asmo gets a kill on the 2 DPS. And this may be the keep falling down here for the side of Hakuna Shimada. Johanna does get that quest done. Very hard to get, but when you do hit it, it's great. And there is going to be the keep falling down here. Knights choosing not to go for the core. Instead, going to go and make sure they confirm this DK that now that they have the 3v5 advantage. Asmodan already on that bottom lane. See the heavy rotation up to the top. The Haka needs to be careful. It's going to have to head out. They know he's there. They didn't save the stun for the burrow. They're trying. They're trying. He's running fast. He's got that movement speed from the bush there. Ninja on the chase though has leap in 4 seconds. Is it going to be enough? Doctor going to come in and shoot a cursed bullet in the Ninja's face and say, "You're not taking my teammate today." Unfortunately, Knights did leave bottom completely open, so Johanna able to grab this point. Reborn Knight's going to go ahead and steal away the Knight camp for the side of Hakuna Shimada, so that will not be available to them. 20's locked in. They have that advantage for about a whole level here. I really love to see them use it, go for a fight or something. They know Dahaka's up in the top lane, so definitely could take a 5v4 if they wanted. Sonya's still going to work on the camp. Looks like we're going to have the Knights just doing their best to zone off this point. Go ahead and get this picked up. And then grab that DK. Dahaka, go ahead and grab the top. Sonya, going to work on this Knight camp over here. I don't know if I agree with this. By not making sure they confirm this while they have this 20 advantage, it's a huge loss for the Knights here. Yeah, they still may pick it up possibly. They seem to be too worried about grabbing camps than they are about getting the Dragonite. This is going to be a 17-minute Dragonite, which will get a lot of value. The Haka just burrows down to the bottom. Going to go ahead and reclaim this point. Now, obviously, top point will be pretty much confirmed then for the Knights because they will have the rotation from the side of Hakuna Shimada all the way up there. The 20 is here for them. We're at the 20v20. There's the Blessed Shield and the Root from Malfurion. Curse Bullet comes out. Twilight Dream is big. Murden trying to walk away here. The question is he going to be able to get out? There's the dive in. That's going to be the kill on the Murden here. No tank for the Knights. They waited too long to have that fight, unfortunately. Asmodan dunking, trying to do what he can. Leap from Sonya coming in on the back line. Not able to get the pick, though, on the Doctor there, on the Greymane. There's going to be the shield coming out from the Malfurion. From someone. Where's the shield? Ninja, poison damage. Doing too much. Ninja will fall here. Stock will fall here. Stamop and Rise, the only 2 members left. Asmodan desperately dunking here, trying to do his best. But unfortunately, it ended up being a 3-for-1 trade in favor of Hakuna Shimada. Now this 4-man going to look to possibly take the DK and could end the game if they play it right. Top lane looks like they're going to lose the keep. I don't know if they can save this. Looks like they are just going to let this keep go. Confirm the DK in the middle. Asmanian going to try to dunk on this just to stall for a second.
Red team has destroyed
Cassia
a
reclaiming
fort.
the bottom, doing the 1v1 work versus the Greymane here. Needs to be careful. Bottom reclaimed. Asmanian within dunking range. That's me one stall. He's going to be the tongue from Nova, most likely to stall this out. Unfortunately, little mistime there with me not grabbing that point. Murden's Stormbolt does not connect, but gets in there in time for the auto attack. Silence going to come out from Nova. There's going to be the avatar from Murden to make sure he stays up. Yorktoss into that root. Ninja not back yet. There's going to be a big blast shield from Johanna. And Knight's trying to get behind the wall here. And they will stay alive. The question is, can they cancel the channel? They cannot. They do have all 5 up for this defense. Catapults for pushing top and bottom. The Haka actually going to head back to deal with those catapults up in the top lane and then burrow back in. The Knight's ready for the siege here from the Dragon Knight. Johanna is the one in the DK, which I don't know if that's ideal to have your tank in there. Usually you want to have your off tank, but obviously the Haka being able to clear that and come back down gives them a huge advantage with that global. Nara putting out a ton of poison damage, already burning through that tower. Right, finishing that quest. The tongue comes out, and that's going to be a dead Stukov. Looks like he may have DC'd there as well too. That's going to be a pause. I don't think it's going to matter here. I don't think it matters here, folks, but they did have a DC. I don't think it matters. Part of me wants to tell them I don't think it matters because there's 58 seconds till Stukov comes back. Yeah, there it is. It is a long time until he comes back. And this is a 20-minute Dragon Knight. They do have it almost burned down, but it's going to be a 1v4 with no support. So I don't know if realistically this is something that can be defended by the Knights. If I'm being honest. They might be able to do it, but it's going to be a tough defense here from them. They're going to try, though. We are going to wait. I mean, the thing is, if they continue without him, then if he respawns, they really want to pause when he gets in the respawn till he comes back. So I guess technically it's probably better just to wait this out if we can. We do have 10 minutes of pause time for both teams, so they're going to eat into that some. Look to go ahead and get him back online. Okay, guys. Do apologize. It is a DC right at the exciting moment. And that may be why Stukov was caught out there. Oh, okay. Ha ha ha. Alright, guys, hold on. I'm going to switch you back over. You guys are going to get to watch the countdown because I don't think I'm going to be able to do this fast enough with how fast this is going to happen. No. Oh no, this is not good. Alright, guys, we're just going to get this done. There we go. Keep is going to fall here. There goes Ninja getting picked off by Greymane. Twilight Dream going to connect on to Cassia. Unfortunately, Stukov rejoining is not going to matter because this core is going down super fast with all that poison damage from Lunara. Greymane on top of it. Plus is the Haka. There's going to be the quick shield drop. Not going to matter though. That is going to be game number 1 going over to the side of Hakuna Shimada. Taking it up 1-0 in this series. Alright guys, gonna take a quick look here at the stats and talents for both teams before we jump into the second map. And I don't know if I agree with the Asmodean pick. I just feel like they didn't get enough value out of it overall. I feel like Asmodean is very hard to get picks with, so it's just a little more difficult there. Unfortunately, they did not win it out in the end. Definitely feel like there was a misuse of that level 20 advantage there for the Knights. But we'll go ahead and see if they can bring it back in game number 2. It is going to be on Infernal Shrines. Bahamut, thank you for the raid, guys. Welcome. We just ended game number 1 here in this 2-game series. Going to be starting with game number 2. Just going to get the teams loaded in here. And as soon as we get them in, we'll get rocking and rolling with this next game. Alright guys, people are loading in as we speak, so hopefully we'll have everyone in here shortly. Let's see. Alright guys, people are bumping in as we speak. Bahamut, I hope you guys had a good set of games. Definitely, if you guys haven't checked out Bahamut's channel, go over there and check him out when he is live. One of the great casters here at NGS. Waiting on a couple more members here, guys. One for each team, it looks like. And as soon as they jump in, we can get rolling. All right. Just knocks them up, price. Who's there? Oh, I don't have their last player on my friends list. I can't invite him. All right, guys. We're waiting on one more, and then we'll jump into this next game. There's the last one. Let's see if we get the readies from the teams, and if we do, we can get rock and rolling with this next match. I definitely think that the Knights had potential to win that one. I just feel like they didn't use that 20 advantage properly. They made some weird rotations, took some odd camps. No. No. Okay, yeah, so they need a couple minutes. They have a couple people taking a bio break real quick here, guys. But yeah, I feel like the Knights definitely had a chance there when they had that 20. They did have a whole level basically that they didn't take advantage of, and I mean they did. They took some stuff, but that was it. You know, that's about it. I don't know if the oh, I'm spacing now, brain fart. Yeah, I don't know if Hakuna Shimada had something planned for this map. This was their choice, I believe. Let me double check here. No, this was actually the Knights' choice. So the Knights may have something planned here. I would hope. They did well on the map choice for Hakuna Shimada. Let's see. Hopefully they'll be back in just a couple minutes, guys. So what we'll do is put on a song real quick just while we are waiting here. Hopefully they won't be too long. Hopefully they won't be too long here on this battle break. So we'll pop a song up for a minute, and then we'll be right back with you guys. Hang tight. I'll see you in just a minute. Alright guys, we are back. The teams should be back in here. Just gonna wait for the ready from one of the other teams. I got one of the readies. As soon as we get that second one, we can get rocking and rolling. There's the second ready, guys. Jumping in to draft for game number 2 here. Infernal Shrines. And we're going to have first pick and ban going over to the side of Hakuna Shimada. We'll see what they decide to go with this time. I don't know if I feel like anything... Oh, here, you guys are going to see my weird pop-up for a second, just so we can get that out. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that's target ban, you know, based off that last game. I mean, obviously, Cassia did get some work in. She was the main DPS, though. Asmodean with the dunks. Again, I don't agree with the Asmodean. I really don't want to see that out of the Knights, especially on this map. I just don't feel like it's a great Asmodean map. I know you could argue that it is because you have the 2-lane rotation available. He's able to get some AoE damage on the shrines and clear those up. You know, maybe steal away a few of the monsters. So, you know, you can make that argument. I just feel like he's not a good spot here. At least not with that team comp that the Knights ran. I feel like they needed some more burst damage there to kind of go with that Cassie or to go with that Asmodean one way or the other. Raynor banned out here for the Knights, and we see the Urel banned out in the first spot for Hakuna Shimada. Do not want to deal with her in the soul lane. They want to have their second ban here. See if they go with more of a target ban based off of that last game, or if they're just going to go with something more traditional like the Genji, Garrosh, Mayav, White Mane. They don't want White Mane, so they're going to ban her away. That's a solid choice. And there's going to be the Deckard ban from the Knights. Going to remove him. Now, interesting thing here. This map is a very big Alex Straza and Deckard map. And if you ban out the Deckard, you just leave Alex, and they are going to take that Alex, and I do not blame them here. Getting definitely the stronger support, I would say, for this map if Deckard is removed. So, big advantage here for Hakuna Shimada out of the gate. We are going to see Diablo picked up. And then the Asmodean again. I wasn't convinced. Maybe the Knights can convince me this game, but I was not convinced in that last game. I don't know. I just didn't feel it. I wasn't feeling it, guys. But we'll see. Maybe they can make it happen here in game number 2. 2-3 slot here for Hakuna Shimada. Let's see what they grab. They're going to grab the Genji and the Dahaka again. Love the Dahaka choice. Great use of the global last game. And then Genji to dive in, do that damage, pick off whoever is that squishy backliner for the side of the Knights. Ban phase now going over to the Knights for this third ban. Most likely they're going to look at a main tank ban, maybe a soul lane ban potentially. They do have 2 picks after this ban phase. They're going to run that timer down. They're going to ban out the ETC. Do not want to deal with any mosh pits today. Just going to pull him off. Most likely we probably see the Muradin or Johanna out of Hakuna Shimada. Johanna did a great job last game staying alive, keeping her team safe, peeling, you know, so I wouldn't have a problem with them grabbing her again here. But first we get the ban from Hakuna Shimada. I feel like they get rid of a soul laner they don't want to deal with. Maybe the Deckard. They're going to get rid of the Stukov. So they're going to remove another support, do a semi-support choke here. Now this is going to leave pretty much Malfurion and Rhaegar as the 2 big supports left over here in the meta. And they're not really in the meta. They're kind of like the step down meta. I have a feeling Knights will probably go with the Rhaegar. Yeah, they don't usually go with the Malfurion when I've seen them play. Usually they will lean towards more that Rhaegar when they have the choice between 2. It does give them the full cleanse though, which is always nice to have. Sonya in that soul lane again. Ninja did a great job up there. Versus that Dahaka. So as long as you're able to keep that similar pressure and do a similar job up there, they should be set. Sonya also very good on the objective for this map. Johanna is going to be the tank choice again. Followed up by Kael'thas. I love this Kael'thas pick. Great shrine control and poke here from the side of Hakuna Shimada. Going to give them some extra pressure on the map here. I think that's just a great choice for them.
Hell, it's about
And we're going to have Tychus coming out here. Interesting choice. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, obviously, the Alex is going to be kind of further back. You do have that tanky front line with Johanna, and then Dahaka also falls under there. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel about it overall, just based off of this draft. We'll see. That's what I'm going to say. We're going to see. I feel like they just need something more traditional here. Now, I don't feel like that's enough front line. Obviously, if Genji goes in, Tychus is kind of able to hold his own. You do have the Odin for Siege, so I do see that potential there. But I feel like the Knights are leaving a lot of eggs in that Asmodan basket again. All right, guys. Maybe. There we go. We're jumping into this game here, guys. On the left-hand side, in the blue, we are going to have Hakuna, Shimada, Sam playing that Alex Straza. Salt going to be on. We're going to have a pause, so we'll cheat. Salt going to be playing Genji. Doctor playing Kael'thas. Dahaka playing Nova. And Johanna being played by Wintermute. And on the right-hand side in the red, while we're waiting, we're going to have Ninja on that Sonya. Stock to Gon, a.k.a. Stock, on that Rhaegar. Rising Guard on that Asmodan. Danbo on that Diablo. And Stamop on the Tychus. And, yeah, hopefully we won't be too long here on this pause. We got one ready. Yeah, as soon as we get this on the ready, we'll get started here. There we go. Alright, guys, we are jumping back into this game. Let me get you back over here. Teams are introduced, both waiting at the gate. Talent's getting locked in. Talk. You guys have to understand. I do know some of the players here. Stocktagon, Stamop, Ninja, Rising Guard, and the Doctor are all friends of mine. So, and they are all friends with each other. So it's a little more back and forth here, a little more friendly banter than what we might normally see between teams, but that is perfectly fine. We are all about having fun here at NGS. Competitive, but fun. You see the early split here from the Knights. Asmodan already in that bottom lane. Genji not chosen his level 1 talent yet, but neither has Asmodan. We see some very fast wave play here with that Kael'thas from the side of Hakuna. Shimada are going to be making that traditional rotation between mid and bot here. So nothing too out of the ordinary. Top lane, we are going to have the 1v1 going on. Ninja has to be careful he doesn't get tongued into tower range. And it looks like Knights, they know they have a weaker wave clear, so they're going to just play a little safer here. And go ahead and sit just a little further back. Rising Guard looking for a dunk here, trying to get some extra stacks on that level 1 quest. Genji going with the Swift Strike here. Now the question is what is Alex going to go with? Is she going to go with that Life Binder or that Cleansing Flame? Based off the comp we see from the Knights, I really feel like Cleansing Flame is going to be the way to go. Mostly because you don't have a lot of burst damage from them. So the lack of burst damage, you know, means that it's going to be a little easier to get those heals off from the Cleansing Flames. There's going to be probably a lot more clumping, at least with the front line and back lines and teams. It's just going to be very mixed. Little poke here on Diablo. Nothing too hard. Can't blitz take it. So we'll have some post pressure in this lane from the side of the Shimada. We're going to have a pause again. So yeah, guys, just hang tight. Little bit of pause party. Hopefully this one won't be too bad. Alright guys, just keep track of the timer here. They do have a little bit of time for their pause. Little bit of Overwatch joking in the chat here, guys. Again, do apologize about this pause. Player having a connection issue here. We definitely want everybody at the best of their game here. Oh, hey, we got the readies again. Oh, hey. Alright guys, we'll get zoomed back out. We'll get you guys back over to the gameplay screen. There we go. We got you all worked out. Running solo, so we'll only have one hand to hit so many buttons. Quest continue for both teams. 4 is going to be locked in on each side. Rhaegar going to go with that healing totem. Genji continue with that swift strike build. And have gravity lapse talent here from the side of Kael'thas. Body blocks coming out from the Johanna. Salt doing his best. Not going to be enough though. Asmodee dunk. Not going to be there in time, unfortunately. Salt able to walk away. Is on that Genji. A little more quick to escape here. We do have another DC. The teams have not paused yet. They haven't asked for one. There's going to be the pause. This is just going to be one of those games, guys. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. This is what we get. This is what we get. Don't worry, guys. We'll hopefully get back in here for the rest of this game at some point. Hopefully. I am gonna have to look up. I think the teams have a pause limit. I don't know if I've ever run in. I mean, I know there's a time limit, but I think there may be a limit on the number of pauses the team's allowed to have. Hold on here. Let's. No. They get 3 pauses. Okay. I'm going to give them a friendly reminder. Just so they know. Okay, guys, we got the ready. Alright, guys, we are unpaused. We need to back over to the gameplay here. Jumping right back on in. Rhaegar has rejoined the game. just since they were asking in chat, there's one pause left for the side of Hakuna Shimada, 2 left for the Knights. Body blocks on the Doctor here. Gonna see the kill come out. First blood going over to the Knights here. Salt diving in on Rise. Laser gonna come out though from that Asmodean, try to burn down Sam some. Dragon form already out here. Popped a little bit too early, not gonna get a ton of value, and this should be objective going over to the Knights, especially with that pick. They are up on Monster so far by about 10. Asmodean doing his best to dunk on the in-between. Target not gonna connect. Here comes the rotation. Kel'Thas coming back in here now. 4 health and mana. This may be a chance for them to get a kill. Gonna see Gravity Lapse come out here potentially. Looks like the Knights may just be able to clean this up here. And this will be Arcane Punisher pushing down the bottom lane in favor of the Knights. Diablo's gonna let it finish this up real quick. No rush from the Knights. Dahaka gonna go ahead and up top. Try to start the soak up there. And we're gonna see the 4-man push in this lane. 7's locked in for the Knights. We'll be here momentarily for the side of Hakuna Shimada. That's going to be the wall taken down by the Knights. That's about average for a first Punisher. Normally you're going to look to take down the first wall, and that's about all you're getting out of this early game 1. It was an Arcane Punisher, so a little extra pressure. Both teams scouting out this camp. We are going to see the camp taken here by the side of Shimada. Meanwhile, on the top right, we are going to see the Knights working on their camp. Sonya up in the top lane, winning it out versus Nova on that Dahaka. We'll see the camps picked up pretty much by both teams. Sonya gonna work on that Shaman camp for her team. Just getting continued pressure and rotation here from the teams. Looking to do whatever they can to get towards that level 10 so they can have that advantage in that next fight. Gravity Lapse on 2, not a ton of follow-up unfortunately. There's going to be the camp picked up by Sonya up in the top right. I'm going to see a little back and forth here as the Knights try to push up these Khazra, try to get some value onto this wall from them. Diablo will finish stacking his souls 6 minutes in, so now going to be very tanky, very hard to kill, and will come back in very fast. Up top, Ninja a little deep here. Doc coming up, looking for a Gravity Lapse on the Sonya. It's going to be the tongue. Gravity Lapse should follow up immediately. Power shots hitting Ninja. There's going to be the dive from Genji, and that's going to be the pick. Kill going over to the side of Hakuna Shimada. Going to have that extra pressure. Meanwhile, on the bottom, Asmodean pushing in on the sport. Nova gonna burrow in, looking for a tongue here onto one of the 2 players. Gonna connect with the Asmodean. Friends coming out a little late from stock there. Gonna be the healing totem put down. Genji dives in. Not gonna be enough to get the pick though. Steal from Rhaegar. There's gonna be Lightning Breath from Diablo locked in right away. Sonya not here yet. There's gonna be the Phoenix. Poor Diablo a little too far back. And it's gonna fall. He does have the souls. We'll be back in just a few seconds. That's gonna be Lightning Breath traded for, it looks like, Phoenix, Lifebinder from Alexstrasza, and I believe that's an isolation from the Dahaka. We will take a quick peek here. That is an isolation from Dahaka. Otherwise, fairly normal talent pickups. Dragon Blade going to come out from the Genji. And again, I feel like they may have had a better choice going with the Cleansing Flame for the Alex. Instead, going with that Lifebinder. That will make sure that one person stays up as long as Alex is alive and full of health. Objective spawn here. Started by the Knights. Shaman camp grabbed on the left side of the map for Hakuna Shimada. Lots of damage coming out on Danbo here. Nova on the backside, getting the shove. There's the Phoenix, Asmodean dunking, trying to get stacked here. Stamop taking a lot of damage, gonna get tongued in. Ninja going in deep with the leap, trying to peel for his team. Not gonna happen though. And there goes the kill on to the Titans before Odin comes down. Dragon Blade comes out. D-Salt gets the pick, or DK Salt gonna get the pick there. Onto that Sonya, and that's gonna be a 2-for-0 trade in favor of Hakuna Shimada. Asmodean gonna rotate up to the top to try to clean up this camp before it gets too much value here. The Haka soaking up that bottom lane. 13 will be here shortly. For the side of Hakuna Shimada, they will get it off of this push. This is going to be a Mortar Punisher, so the weakest one of the three. Make it a little easier for the defense. Diablo with the bait over the wall. Does have the easy stun. Rager not going to use the cleanse there if he doesn't have to. Going to drop that healing totem in the back line. Use the Phoenix, helping known off the Punisher. Wall going to start to fall here. See the push in now from the Johanna, going for the very deep pick. Asmodean with that laser gonna get some nice damage on the Wintermute here. Nice. Doing his best to dunk on the back line, trying to keep that damage up. And Knights will survive the push in here from Hakuna Shimada with that Punisher. Mute gonna get lasered. We'll be able to walk away from that. In the bottom, we are gonna go ahead and see DK Salt and Doctor work on this camp. But unfortunately, Knights will steal it away for free. I think there was just like an auto attack there. Was basically at 13 being locked in for the side of Hakuna Shimada. They will have a momentary advantage, about a half-level lead or so. Knights doing their best to soak that back up. Please be careful. There's gonna be a 3v1. Does have the Odin available. Not really the time you want to use it if you don't have to. 4v1 with the rotation in from the Alexstrasza. Danbo going to try to help zone here. Stock in the middle alone. Needs to be careful on this rotation down. It doesn't get caught out here. Up top, Sonya pushing in on the Nova here. 13 being locked in for the side of the Knights. Doesn't look like anything too out of the ordinary here. There's going to be the quest completed by Asmodean 10 minutes in. Much faster than last time, which is always a good thing. Or sorry, that's the first quest, not the baseline quest. Continue with the cutoff on the rotation here. Stamop will be okay. We'll catch most of those minions in the bottom. We'll just continue to see the poke here back and forth between these two teams. We wait for the next objective to spawn up in the top lane. Stamop a little far out is going to be okay. Gets behind the wall in time. Engage on to Diablo here. Gonna have all those souls. Gonna be a little less tanky. There's gonna be a lightning breath in the choke point. Gets a lot of value. Stamop on the side, trying to poke down. There's the dive from the Genji. Not going to pop that Dragon Blade though. There's going to be the Phoenix on the defense to try to help zone off the enemy team. There's going to be the shove. Do we have the flip? There's the flip from John. Body box coming out from Diablo here. Grabbed it up though from Kel'Thuz's going to be able to help heal for his tank. And they will walk away. Trading Lightning Breath for the Phoenix here. Similar cooldown, so both will be up for the next objective at about the same time. Sonya already working on that Shaman camp on the top right to get that extra pressure. Asmodean in the bottom. Duncan on that lane, getting a great push up here. This should confirm this fort, which will give them a little bit extra XP. The Haka not going to be able to save this, I believe. Yeah, not going to be able to save it. And we'll have Burrow up the top lane, going to try to soak that some. Get his team up a little bit further in XP. Time to dive in on Sam. As well, Duncan back line. There's the pull in from Nova, looking for the tongue here potentially. Johanna, big blast shield, going to connect. On multiple members here. Coming out. Here comes the Odin. Dragon Blade coming out. Ninja in trouble though, fairly low. They have to back away. There's going to be a DC from the stock. Rhaegar trying to run away. The bot doing his best, but will not make it out of there. There's going to be the pause. Right in the middle of the fight, just when everything was getting good. Not a good time to DC. So guys, that's a fight. We have one dead for the Knights so far. All the ults are out except for Ancestral, but Rhaegar is dead. And then yeah, that's it's unfortunate there for the Knights, losing out their support again. Thankfully, this is not a game-ending situation. It is still very early on in this game. The fort is still up here, so definitely a chance for the defense from the Knights as long as they can get out of there. Position-wise, they should be okay to get out. Danbo's a little deep, but should be able to get out in one piece, hopefully. Make sure we're keeping track of time here. Okay. So yeah, I think they'll be able to make it out okay, hopefully. Let's see. Pyromaniac from Kael'thas. Definitely can get some extra value there. So good choice. Tychus going with the bigger they all quarterback, and that's the stuff at level 13. Did finish up that dash quest at level 1. Asmodean at 248 out of his 400 stacks for Annihilation. Diablo sitting 5 souls away from being at full, so he is still very tanky. And as long as he can grab those without dying, that would be putting him in a great spot for their next fight. He can go in a little more aggressive. The Hakuna not quite there on the enhanced agility yet. Still going to be, looks like about 3 away, I think. I believe. He's at 7 right now. I think it's 10 total, so still a few away. Johanna, unfortunately, has not hit the subdue with hitting all 4 heroes or more with a punish at the same time. Kind of tough to do, but if you hit it, great. It gives you a lot of extra value there. So if you don't feel like grabbing one of the other talents at that level, definitely something that if you get it done, you get a lot of value out of. Let's see. Taking a quick peek here at the timer. We're in about 2 minutes or so. Okay. So guys, we just have to keep track of time here. Make sure that we don't go over the 10-minute limit for the pauses. So I try to keep the teams updated on that. And also, unfortunately, we are too far in to do a game reset. So occasionally, if there's major issues, we can always reset a game. Okay, they are ready. Alright guys, there's going to be the fight coming back in. Lightning Breath from Diablo to help zone for the enemy team, or zone for his team. Sonny gets the pick there on the Alexstrasza, going in hard on to Salt. Ninja's going deep. Now we get a pick. There's the flip onto the Hakuna. Nova trying to get away. He's going to be revealed by that dunk from Asmodean. So actually be a 2-for-1 trade in favor of Knights. Turning it around here, locking in that 16 with those kills, and coming back off of what looked like a very bad situation for them. Off of that, Sonya working on the monsters. Knights will hold the wall here. Look to possibly pressure in onto the sport stump if possible. Ambo taking a lot of damage. Does have souls, so you can always come back if for some reason he was to get picked. Rhaegar on his way back up does have that Ancestral 16 being locked into the side of Hakuna Shimada. But they will not have it in time to defend from this. So we will have the 5v5 with the Frozen Punisher. Some great potential here for some picks from the side of the Knights with that lockdown for the Punisher. Ninja going very deep on the side, does have leap available. Let's actually go ahead and start the Shaman camp here, try to get this pressured onto the map. And as long as nobody from Hakuna Shimada spots this out, it'll definitely get some major value here, having this push. Stamop even coming over to help the zone. This actually should be timed out fairly well by Ninja. There's going to be the Odin to help siege this down. The Knights are looking for a key here. Sidewall is down. Punisher baited down by Johanna. Gonna start making his way back up. Does its normal confusion. When he gets pushed too far away. Let's see help out here. Keep starting to take damage. Punisher gonna jump on the 3 numbers here. Sonya Leaf on top of Sam. They're going for the pick on Alex. Can get the kill here is the question. They are not able to get that pick. Isolation comes out on the Ninja. We'll be okay. Lifebinder is going to go off there. Sam limps away with 300 HP. Johanna, though, not as lucky, is going to fall to keep us down. And Knights looking towards the core down potentially. Sonya spinning the winning on that core, trying to burn it down as fast as possible. Punisher is just now falling. We do have the Shaman Camp here to help out with this. Big dunks from Asmo spreading onto the enemy team. Soft going on Smop. But Tychus can do his best to defend. There's the Dragon Blade core down to 57% and counting. Not backing up here. Genji looking for the pick. Not able to get it though. Assault will trade out with Tychus. So 1-for-1 trade there so far. Ninja trying to stay alive. There goes Alex in the Dragon form. The Knights are going for core. They're doing their best. Down to 7%. Dumping everything to have 2-1-0. Knights taking home. Tying it up 1-1 in this 2-game series. Congratulations to them. Bringing it back at the end here on Infernal Shrines. Tough fight for them, but they made it work. They were able to come back and tie up this 2-game series. So both teams taking home a point today, guys, with that tie. Quick look at the stats and talents here. And Knights be able to make a great comeback here, especially after losing that Rhaegar during that fight. I thought it was going to be very bad for them. I definitely did not think they were getting that Punisher for sure. And then in the game off of it, even more impressive. So great job by them. Both games very close, though. These teams are very evenly matched, as we saw here today. So definitely a good showing from both of them. So both teams should be proud of that showing here. Guys, that is going to be it for me. What I'm going to do is see if we can find you another NGS caster. And if we can, we will get you guys over to them as soon as possible. I am one Mega Man fan. If you enjoyed the cast, up above is the follow button. Would appreciate if you pressed it. You can sub too if you want. Not required, but always appreciated. Twitch Prime lets you do it for free. So if you got a free sub, why not use it here? Just hit that little button. It'll let you know if you have a free sub or not. Guys, I will hopefully see you all on Tuesday when we'll have more games. If you guys look down below, there's the events listing. So check that out. You guys see what games are coming up at what time. Hopefully see you all there. If not, I will see you on the Nexus. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening and a great night. Hang tight for some more NGS action. We'll get you over there in just a second.
Take me away from home. Show me all the places I've never known. And we'll change.